What's up, guys? This is RJ, and this is Indoor Bonsai. Alright, so today we're going to be working on this Portulacaria Afra. This is a jade tree from Africa, and it's a great suitable tree for indoor bonsai. Now, what I'm going to be doing today is just pulling down this branch here and kind of giving you a demonstration on how to create some room for light to get in, hopefully get some back budding. So I'm going to take some of this 1mm aluminum wire here, and this wire is thin enough in order to not break the branch, but strong enough in order to hopefully hold this branch down in place. Alright, so now when placing your wire in, you really want to find a good spot to anchor it. So now, because the branches grow up, and reach the light, that's why we want to bring the branches down more tree-like, so we can get the back budding in these areas here and all these different nodes. Yeah, so let's get this wire in here. Yeah, so now when you're wiring, it's important to know that you really want to come around the bottom of the junction between the trunk and the branch in order to get more leverage when you're bending. That way you don't risk breaking the branch off at that junction. So placing the wire below the junction instead of within the crevice of the branch and the trunk is going to just give you a little more stability. So with the Portulacaria, the leaves and the branches are quite tender, so I mean, you are able to give them some movement and bending them with wire, which is great. But just note that be very careful of not bumping into any of these leaves, because they will break off. And yeah, if a leaf does break off, it's not that big a deal, as they tend to back bud quite a bit. But because we're growing indoors, and there's not quite as much vigor as if it was grown outdoors, we just want to try to be as careful as possible. That way we don't break any of these tender branches in here. So yeah. So now the bottom part of the wire, I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to place the bottom wire here below this junction between the trunk and the branch. And I'm going to come around the back, and I'm going to do the same with this little branch back here. And yeah, to try to give a little more leverage for the bending right in this area here. So yeah, as much support as we can get when we're wiring, the better. So you really want to bend at the wire and not bending on the branch. So yeah, so now I'm going to give this a little, yeah, you can see now I've got a nice strong placement of the wire. And now I'm just going to finish up here. Try not to get in the way there. And I like to finish the ends with a little loop, like a little circle here, coming around the bottom. And just that way I can easily remove the wire come end of summer when I'm ready to take this wire off. And hopefully by then I'll have some back budding popping out in this area. So now you can see here, let's see. Now you can see right in this area right here, this is the branch that, I really like this branch here. And the reason I'm bending this down is because I actually have 3 branches coming from this trunk. And when you have 3 branches coming from the trunk, you tend to get a reverse taper. And you want the base of the trunk to be thicker than the top. So you want it to kind of get thinner as it goes up. So although I don't have any reverse taper at the moment, as these branches grow, it will get thicker. Yeah, no reverse taper now. So at the moment, I'm just going to, like I said, just going to leave this branch as it is. I think it's quite nice for the silhouette, and I really don't want to take too much vigor from the tree at the moment, being where it's at. So I'm just going to pull these little branches down more, keeping this branch for the time being. Eventually I'm going to remove this branch, but for now I'm just going to keep it. So yeah, as you can see, eventually it's going to get some reverse taper in this section, and we really want to try to keep that to have a nice natural taper coming off. So yeah, for now I'm going to keep it. But I will bend these branches down and hopefully get some back budding in these sections right here at these nodes. See, there's multiple nodes, and when placing your wire, you want to be careful to leave those sections open to the light, because that's where possible leaves or branching will start to pop out once the light gets in there. So yeah, that's really where I want to have that next branch to come out, and then I can remove that that 3rd branch. So yeah, that's really what I'm going to do for today. So hope you like my video, and stay tuned for some more indoor bonsai content. And yeah, thank you, and please subscribe, leave a comment if you're into indoor bonsai, and let me know what you think. So yeah, see you later.